What's going on, guys? Hope everybody's doing all right on this Sunday. I want to talk to you guys real quick about and this is something that I think a lot of guys know deep down instinctively, and a lot of people know this deep down instinctively, but people love living a lie. I'm going to talk about how some men were not meant to attract women. And this is true. There are certain men that wasn't meant to get women. Every man was not cut out to get a woman, you know. Um, I do believe that attracting women was easier in the old days. I believe when you see older couples who have wives and kids and stuff, that's because you know when you see older men who have wives and all of that, they come from a different generation. Women, I believe, in the old days were more humble. They weren't as evil. They weren't as narcissistic. Um, so I had to understand when you see older gentlemen who have a loving wife and their kids are grown and they living happily ever after, that's a dream that not many guys today will ever be able to get. Uh, because women nowadays are just narcissistic people. Women are evil nowadays. Uh, and if you're not one of those top tier dudes, if you're not famous, if you're not rich, if you don't look like Chris Brown, it's pretty much over for you when it comes to attracting a woman. Pretty much is. It's closed casket. Um, I'm thankful that I had a father that let me know from the time I was young that I was doomed, that I never had a shot in hell. That's why it's good for boys to have men in their life that are real and keep it 100 with them. My dad always kept it real with me. He let me know what the deal was early in life. See, when you got a father letting you know that women ain't gonna like you, then he tell your stepbrother, women gonna dig you, you light skinned, got good hair, you know, that lets you know everything you need to know right there. But the truth is, what a lot of guys need to understand is that every dude was not meant to attract women. Every dude just don't have that sex appeal to attract women. And I notice some people, I believe people know this deep down, but they would never admit it. I think some people, they know that some dudes are just not those guys. They just not those sexy dudes. They not those, sex symbol type of males that women want to sleep with. But the truth, that's the truth. I mean, every dude was not meant to get women. That's why you got some dudes that's not going to have nobody. And I notice people like to attack men who are not desired and men who are not wanted. And, they want to give these types of men all this false hope, you know. But let's be real. Some men just don't have it. They just don't. And if you never had it, you never will have it. Um, it's a very unfortunate reality. You literally have grown men who are just not wanted, you know? And I think people need to stop painting this false reality, trying to make it seem like every man can get a woman. Every man can't get a woman. You got some men who died alone. They never got a wife. They never had children. So that defeats that whole narrative that every man can get a woman. Every man cannot get a woman. Uh, a lot of people just want to believe that we as human beings are all equal. I don't believe in equality. And I'll tell you why I don't believe in equality. Because if equality was real, there wouldn't be any injustice in the world. If I was God, everybody would be made equal. I'm leaning more to the fact that I don't know for sure, but I'm like I've been telling you guys, I'm leaning more towards becoming an atheist now. I am, because when you look at all the injustice in the world and you look at all the pain in the world, there can't be a God. It just can't. Um, that's something that people need to think about. I mean, you literally got men out here who will never be able to have a wife. they'll never be able to procreate, never be able to have nobody. That's a crying shame. But that just goes to show you the injustice and the unfairness in this world. And people love to attack men who are not desired by women. You know, people, they got smoke for these types of guys. People just love to beat up on these types of dudes. But my question is, what if the shoe was on the other foot? What if you desirable men were living the reality of these undesirable men? I guarantee you change your attitude and you change the way you treat people. See, you don't know the pain that a person endures until you experience that pain for yourself. But that just go to show you how insensitive people are. People only care about themselves. And it's sad how you got a world where people only concerned about themselves and they don't have the ability to care about nobody else. This is one of the main reasons to why I don't even deal with people no more. Because people, they selfish and all they care about is themselves. Even family. They ain't worth nothing either. People know the truth deep down. And people know that there are certain people in this world, there are certain guys who was not meant to attract women. Every dude wasn't meant to get a woman. And every dude is not going to get a woman. That's the truth. That's the truth that people don't want to hear. Every man is not going to get no woman. And I just wish that people would stop making it seem like every man is going to get a wife. Every man is going to have a bright future with somebody. That's not true. It's not true. If you're a certain age, especially, and you don't have children, you don't have a wife, you're not getting nobody. And anybody that's telling you any different, they're just blowing smoke up your behind, gaslighting you. See, time will tell everything, and your history will tell your story. People know deep down that there are certain guys that was not meant to attract women. You know, I used to want to believe that every dude can be a ladies' man, that every dude can be this smooth operator. They can't. They can't. And see, dating coaches and PUAs, they know that men who are not wanted by women are doomed. But see, they just want to sell false hope to these men and gaslight these men to no end. You know, and it's really sick and sadistic when you think about it, because they know deep down in their heart and soul, there are some men that they just don't have the ability to attract nobody. They just don't. They're not sexy enough. Some dudes, that's the truth. They don't look good enough to get a woman. They just don't. You know, see, people don't need to be sold false hope. People need to just be told the truth. See, dating coaches and PUAs, they should just tell certain men, the reason why you struggle to attract a woman, man, you're just not good enough. You're just going to have to pay prostitutes, my brother. That's what I would be telling dudes if I was a dating coach. Why give somebody false hope? Why blow smoke up some guys behind? I mean, you dudes know daggone well that there are certain men that cannot pull chicks. Every dude ain't sexy enough. Every dude ain't got it. You know? I don't know why people try to make it seem like every dude got the ability to attract somebody. It's not true. And a lot of guys need to just prepare to be alone till the day they pass away. That's what a lot of guys need to prepare for. If you're a guy who's not desired, just prepare for the worst and prepare to be alone. But people just need to stop acting so stupid. Like they don't realize that certain guys wasn't meant to get women, because it's clearly obvious. Some guys wasn't meant to attract nobody. And the sad truth is, some guys will never have anybody. That's the brutal reality that awaits a lot of dudes. But you guys have a great day. Enjoy this Sunday. Just wanted to check in and make a little presentation. I'll talk to you soon.